Hey YouTube, back with my 20-gallon high reef tank. Well, trying to be. Alright, as you can see, it's been moved again. Not just the aquascape, but I had to move it upstairs. In my bedroom. It was in the stairwell downstairs, and there's like no heat or air in the stairwell, and it was getting pretty cold at night, so I really had to move it, and I wanted it in my room anyway. So we're pretty much finished with it. The aquascape is different, yes. I know I told you I wasn't going to change it again unless something big came up, and moving the aquarium was kind of big, and I wasn't exactly sure how I had it set up before. I didn't want to look at the videos. I was trying to make the move pretty quick. So this is what we got. This new aquascape. This time I decided these rocks right here, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, they're all the same kind of rock. And then over here, this one, and this one are the same kind of rock. Oh, and the one back there, same kind of rock. I got them all from the same fish store, but I figured since these rocks are the same and these rocks are the same, I just decided to go with, let's have a spot over here with this kind of rock, and then a spot over here with this kind of rock. So, as you can see, the star polyps are doing better. A little feather duster next to them. And then my zoanthids are doing better. And you can see the coral and algae is starting to come back pretty good. Oh, and it looks as if these little fellows right here are starting to come back, which would be pretty cool. Got some good coral and algae growth, different colors, purples and reds on these. And I stuck that piece of rock. If anybody's watching any of my older videos, you notice that I had that in there before. And when I re-aquascaped after I moved the aquarium, and I told you I had these rocks over here, this kind, and then these over here like this. You can tell these were like old coral pieces. Well, that's old coral too, and I figure once it gets going with like coralline algae and all that other stuff, it'll look very, very similar to this kind of live rock. Plus it's a little bit more added eventual live rock once it finally gets seeded and cured. Coralline algae is really starting to take off pretty well. I mean, if you see all those, it's kind of hard to see on here, but I mean, like, the camera doesn't pick it up too good, but if you're like standing right here, it's some pretty awesome purple colors. It's really starting to see. You can't even you don't see what I see. I mean, it looks a lot more on there, but anyway, I mentioned, or may have mentioned, not exactly sure, there will be some changes happening to the aquarium. Mostly all of the equipment I have right now is going to be changed, but it's not going to all happen at one time. So what's going to happen is I'm going to have a major 20-gallon reef tank overhaul. I'm going to make things a little bit more simpler. You can see on this light fixture, there's four cables coming out of it. Then a cable for that light, a cable for that pump, a cable for that heater, another cable for that pump, and this circulation pump. So I mean, there's a lot of things plugged in on this aquarium, and if I get the equipment that I want to get, I'm only going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plugins. I'm only going to need 5 spaces to plug things in, and that's going to be a lot sweeter. I'm going to be replacing my circulation pump, or not, maybe not getting rid of this one, but that one's going to be going, and this one will probably be put where that one's at, to circulate behind the rocks. But there will be a new pump going right where that one's at eventually. I have a Odyssey 150 watt metal halide pendant with 2 T5 actinics and 4 lunar LED lights. I got this light for $100 off of Aqua Traders. As you can see, it's pretty bright. Now, I got this light because I heard metal halides are the way to go, way to go, way to go, way to go. The main problems I've had with this light is it heats my aquarium up like tremendously. And I used to have it raised and all this other stuff. The new light I'll be getting is going to be like, it's going to be T5s, high output, but I think it's going to be a lot better than this fixture. What else is? It's going to be cooler on the aquarium. The lights that I plan on getting for the new fixture are going to be awesome and really bring out a lot more of the colors in this aquarium. But when I get the light, I'll go more in depth on what kind of light it is, who makes it, why I chose this light. But of course, this light's kind of expensive, so these changes aren't going to happen quickly. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. The hang on back protein skimmer and refugium you see in the back is going away. My main problem with it is the skimmer seems to act up a lot here and there. Like just 20 minutes ago I was getting pretty good bubbles, and now, if you can see them there, it just kind of stops. It's not even foaming, they're just popping right there, and the skimmer's pushing out big bubbles, and it's cut down pretty low. I mean, it's just pulling big bubbles through it, which I don't like. The hang on back refugium I do like a lot, but it's attached to the protein skimmer, and then this gravity fed, you see I have a little sorry guys, a little thing over the water coming back, and this is because the water coming back doesn't matter if it's over the pipe, under the pipe, midway through the pipe, right there. The water in my aquarium like splashes out really, really bad. I'd have to go under my light many times during the month and scrape off all the dried salt, and I don't like that. Now if they were to ever to design this pipe right here to where it was like a normal hang on the back filter where the water cascades down like a long flat thing and not just a circle, this would be perfect. This would work awesome. And I had to put that thing over it That way the water splashes inside of it and then goes into there, and the bubbles that are in there just pop internally and come out without water splashing everywhere. I'm talking about at the old house, it had gotten so bad to where about from here to that wall was a dresser, and on that dresser had splashes of salt water coming from that, and it kind of devastates the wall. See, I just put this here and I have that thing over it, so I'm not having any problems with it right now. So that's got to go. I'll be getting rid of it. The new setup is going to cost some money, but it's going to majorly simplify my time in this aquarium. So, I got my water parameters up. They're like pretty much freaking perfect. I have a 20 gallon high. The hang on back refugium holding extra water volume. Skimmer. Chaetomorph in the back. And a little Aqueon power filter back there with some carbon in it. And then my live rock and live sand. I do a water change about, well, it's recommended, I've been told to do a 10% water change a week, which on a 20 gallon would be, what, 2 gallons? Yeah, I think. I don't do it once a week. I do a water change every 1 to 3 days. So but I don't do a complete 10% water change. So like, say today I'll do a 1 gallon water change, and in 4 days I'll do another gallon water change. 3 days from there I'll do another gallon water change. So, and that's just to keep it constant with some new water and to get, you know. I dose my aquarium with b-ionic calcium buffer system. As you see, I mean, it works. I moved this aquarium to this new place not too long ago, and it didn't have all these little small spots of coralline algae. Coralline algae starting to grow all over that. I wish you could really see the colors on here though. It's like a good deep pretty purple and pinks all over the place. The salt I use, which I haven't heard anybody really talking about this salt or using it. I use oceanic natural sea salt mix. I got this bucket for $29. Bucket, whatever it is, and it makes 90 gallons. I used to go with the $15 bag of oceanic salt mix and it would make 25 gallons. And the way I was doing my water changes, etc., the salt, it just didn't last very long. And it seemed like I was spending more money, so I just went ahead and got this. Now, this salt mix does contain a lot of calcium in it. It tells you, contains calcium and natural trace elements. But it's very high in calcium. So, along with using this and my b-ionic with the aquarium, I already have higher calcium levels and then when I use the b-ionic, from what I understand, it pretty much makes most of all the calcium plus calcium that's in the b-ionic component 2. Component number 2 is calcium. From what I understand, it breaks all that stuff down and makes the calcium usable for coralline algae, snails, hermit crabs, corals. So that's what I use in here, and hopefully we can start seeing some better results since I finally got the aquarium in the spot where it's going to stay. And now that it's here, I can focus more on getting the equipment, the brand new equipment that I want. And I'm going to be sharing a lot of that with all of you guys once the equipment starts coming in. Now I have a favor to ask. Would you suggest that I order them? Well, I'm going to have to order them one at a time. But would you suggest that as I order them, the new equipment, replace and install on this aquarium? Or would you yourself wait until you have all the equipment bought and all of it's been shipped and have it sitting to the side until you have everything, and then install everything on the aquarium? I just want some of y'all's feedback on that, and just let me know what you think. But yeah, oh, and there's also going to be there's going to be a brand new protein skimmer, a brand new chemical filtration, brand new pump, brand new light, and I'm also going to be getting some more sand because I'm wanting to move up to that deep sand bed. Now I'm not doing 4 inches. I might do it like 2, maybe up to here. But there's still like a lot of space between here, the black spot here. But yeah, guys, just rate, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think of what I'm doing with the aquarium. I think I'm pretty level-headed as far as what I do plan on doing with this aquarium from now on, and it's not going to be so crazy. Like, there's not going to be a lot of surprises, I guess to say, besides what I have planned and have already told y'all is going to happen. So y'all take care. Thanks for watching, and keep posting your videos because I like to see other nano reefs and stuff. Alright guys, take care. Bye.